Welcome, travelers, champions, heroes, and villains, to the adventure. Last we left off, we defeated the tutorial and met up with our goat. Oh, good lord, what is this? And we are now encountering a stray creature. This is like some Dead Space stuff. Oh, good lord. Infected human. Yeah? I mean... kinda? Preparing for a special attack. So is this just one of those you gotta hit him quick and hard? Attack. And... that just returns... Does that work for next turn? It does. That is good to know. What is this? You got a weird card. Forces of weirdness, insert them into your hand. Their effects depend on your weird candle's burn level. Use it or be ready for the consequences of not playing it this turn. So I guess the more candle I have burn, the less. Gain 50% damage this turn. If not played, gain 10 armor next turn. That doesn't sound like a bad thing. Do you want to do 50% more damage this turn? I mean, we're already doing 200, why not? Boom, 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 boom. Okay, with some of that. And some of that. Boom, take that. Infected human. Oh, get new cards. Next turn, increase your damage by 100%. Deal one hit for 100% damage in chain. Multiplies the card's effect by the number of cards of the same type played in a row. Deal 6 hits for 33% damage to random enemies. Each hit reduces the armor by 5. That's kind of good. I think we're gonna have to go with the rapid attack, actually. Ooh, and passives. Offensive. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 10 this turn. First hit in combat deals 100% more damage. Or just increase your armor by 25. That kind of seems better than offensive. And the first hit will always do 100% more damage is kind of nice, but I like overall things that just last forevers. Let's see what we got up here. Something red. Got a pack of enemies. Are they infected? They kind of look infected. Deformed peasant. Yeah, he's got no arms. Deranged red priest. Creates barriers, protects allies. The enemy becomes stronger with every hit it suffers. And this one can heal its buddies. So I think we're gonna probably get rid of barrier guy. So we'll get a block in. Get an overhead swing on you. Another overhead swing on you. So that's 20% more damage. So, especially if you're just gonna keep healing him like full. What are you gonna do now? Yeah, I know. Just gonna buff. Okay, so we get the one block. We get the small strikes. We get the more small strikes. 15 to 28, because he is. Oh, he does get stronger with each hit, doesn't he? Look at that. Yeah. What do we got here? Reduce armor of all enemies by 25 for this turn. We have no blocks. You know what? Can I do that? How much is that gonna be? Oh. Get rid of you. Take a hit. And overhead swing you. Block. What about the small strikes? There we go. Jeez. Block. Strikes. Attack. Looks like we're just gonna be charging up for that ultimate to get a good vulnerability blast on him. Block. There we go. Small strikes. Didn't see the rapid attack because I'm dumb. Disarm of all enemies by 25 this turn. Block back in. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. That could drop him. That could drop him. Left him at 2. Isn't that just great? There we go. Hit him with the rapid attacks. Just annihilate his armor. And... okay. There we go. Look at that. Doing great. Doing great. And we gotta level up. So, this turn gain 50 armor and stun every enemy that hits you. Gain 15 armor for the next 3 turns in chain. Block the next hit of a chosen enemy. Probably use another block. One that's a stance too, so that just stays forever. Okay. Oh, no new passives that turn. We got a armed wanderer.
He holds one weapon in his hand and has one weapon on his back. This strikes you as a bit excessive, unless he's a traveling weaponsmith. The blood covering his leather jerkin is not his own. It seems he can take care of himself.
There was enemies right in front of him.
Before you get any stupid ideas, I used to be a master at arms at Halfway. Trained many young warriors there. If you've gold to spare, I could teach you a thing or two.
Remove a card. Get 1 out of 3 advanced cards. Do I want to lose a card? I know that's usually a good thing for deck builder thing, so we'll lose a card. I think I'm dumb. I'm going to get rid of a normal attack. Got here. Oh, my weird candle is out. Better use another one. Pack of enemies. And a forest. Okay, what do we got in here? It's like some infected things. Oh, faceless hunter. Deliver more hits each turn unless it's stunned. So we gotta stun him. Now, we don't have the stun. Oh, we're gonna take a lot of damage this turn. Block. Run some small strikes. Normal attack. 3 to 4. Not enough. Alright, so what do we got here? Deal 1 hit. 16 to 24. Okay. So if we can get those small strikes on him. Get that in there. The vulnerability. That could kill him. Excellent, excellent. What are you guys doing? You guys are buffing. Broad reach for our next attack. Does that? Or just adds 100%. I was like, oh man. Because I kind of want to do that into that. Next to that probably wasn't the best move. I'm like, oh, this is gonna look cool as hell. Yeah, it barely did anything. And I suffer 10 damage for my failure. Let's get our overhead smash in. Let's get our attack. Let's finish him off with our special. Let's get our attack in over there. Get rid of some of that barrier. Guess we broad reach in the small strikes. Because that's all we got. Don't waste it. I can't do anything about it, bro. Reduce damage of all enemies by 50% this turn. If not played, reduce the cost of one random card by 1. Let's swing it away. Get a whole bunch of vulnerable onto that. Get that regular attack. Finish you off. Excellent. Okay, we pulled that back around. We pulled that back around pretty nice. Got a few coins for that. And there's a florist.
Wandering around, you notice that the plants on the ground around you are more like muscle tissue than typical
Ew.
vegetation. Then you notice an old man smiling at you in a disturbingly friendly manner. He's sitting near an enormous pool of blood and stacks of fancy bouquets made of body parts.
Also, ew.
Hands, hearts, testicles,
Testicles?
arms, all held together by an unknown power, form the shape of a sunflower. Your horrified eyes pass over baubles made of kidneys and macabre flowers tied neatly with intestine ribbons.
Come, don't be afraid. I suppose some might consider my shop rather extravagant, but trust me, you won't find anything quite like my bouquets in these woods.
A testicle bouquet. I certainly believe
So,
you.
what do you have for me today?
He notices a question forming on your lips.
Oh, pity. I thought you came here with my delivery. Well, that's an inconvenience. Anyway, you can still take a look at my wares.
Buy a bouquet. Pick one card. Kind of sad that. Oh, he just goes away. What's this? Pack of enemies look like just flesh mounds. Yeah. This enemy attacks everyone on the battlefield. All right. Well, let's get some block up. Let's get some strikes going. Let's get attack going. Alright. So they at least attack each other. So block, block, overhead swing. Get to 13. You know what? Get him while he's vulnerable. A little extra damage in there. That'll work, that'll work. Deal one hit for a decent amount. If not played, gain 25% damage. We're gonna do the rapid attack. Rapid attack. Alright. Alright. And that, yeah. Alright, that ought to do enough. That was a pretty decent turn. Not enough for the level, but we got enough wealth that we could have bought a testicle bouquet if we planned enough ahead. Ruined
You
home.
notice the ruins of a home that was burned down. There's no telling whether it was destroyed during the war, set alight out of spite, or simply burned down due to an unfortunate accident.
For valuables? Door to your right, hole in the wall, hole in the floor, hole in the wall.
You find nothing, and the house changes again.
What? Got a door in front of me. You got 100 coins. Cool. I'll take it. What's this? A blood altar. I mean... I guess I'm not attacking the blood altar. Perverted life force. This enemy will negate every hit under a certain threshold. Healer and creepy, swordy, silent hilly dude. Alright, well, we just need a block. We can overhead swing and hit you with an attack. So I guess it's not all stances that hang out in your hand, just like the broad reach one. Reduce damage of all enemies by 20%. If not, increases card 1. Let's block. Let's block again. Let's throw an overhead smash on that bad boy. Keep yanking that armor down. Okay. Okay. Block. Throw down the strikes. Throw down the strikes. He's vulnerable. I think we're gonna hold off just because he's gonna cast a freaking heal. Stun you. Block. It's kind of a waste of a turn, but I really don't want to take a ton of damage. So doing an overhead. Let's get a block in there. Let's get a regular attack. Alright. $11 to 15, and what does this one do? Gain 10% damage if I don't play it. Let's do that. Stun. That kind of wasted turn, but I mean, we're already at 50% health. We can't just suck that up forever. Same time, it looks like that guy's getting a lot of extra health. Probably should just be focusing on the healer. And I'm just being dumb in general. Let's smash. Lucky you. Got to save up for that vulnerability if we can get it next turn and just see if we can annihilate that guy in one good hit. Well, crap. Didn't get 2 or nothing. Let's get that block in. 38. Ugh. This is not going well. Let's get the one block in. Let's get the rapid attacks for some extra armor down. Is that enough? 58 to 89. There's a chance. Yes. One block protects against only one hit. Yeah, well, I'm only going to take 0 hits, so don't worry about it. 40 armor, 300% damage. Oh. Create 10 barrier on all enemies. Lose 10% of your current HP. Interesting. So we'll stun that, and I guess we'll give them some barrier. Because I'm getting my butt handed to me. That's fine. We'll get overhead swinging. I'll pull that away. Get rid of his barrier that's just completely negated. Glorious, glorious, a glorious. Ooh, stun you. Small strikes. We gotta get rid of the barriers so that our hits can actually count as hitting. Lovely. We're finally getting some stuff in here. Let's go ahead and just start working on this guy. It's because those heals are just getting out of control. Tainted force. Oh no. Okay, block, block. I really don't want to lose any more health. Attack. Overhead. That's gonna do enough. He's doing so much damage. Oh, and we have no blocks. You have a healing potion though. This could be a quick run. Get rid of him. Oh, taking so much damage. Get rid of some of that armor. And just push down. And now's where we got our friggin' blocks. Get that overhead swing. Overhead. Attack. Just gonna negate damage. Okay. Block. Stop giving. So aggravating. It's like, oh yeah, you want to just keep giving them like more shield? Not really, no. Okay, that ought to help drop their armor significantly, except for apparently that doesn't count because it didn't get anything in there. Ugh. Okay, let's throw that stun down. Get rid of more of that armor. Back it down to 30. We have a block. Okay, we have a block. Overhead swing. We have an overhead swing. Okay. 2 negated hits in a turn. Negates every hit under 12. Block. If not play to lose 50% damage. Well then. Isn't that just obnoxious? Just negate all the hits. There we go. Okay, there we go. We finally get rid of the barrier we kept giving him. Oh my god. This is painful. Alright. I guess we gotta... Oh man. Go swings in, swings in. One of those blocks. Vulnerability yet? No. Oh my god. It's so much damage. Enemy intends to buff. Or we can just stun you. And you just... Performing any action this turn, another stun will cause a loss of 25 armor. Oh. Okay. So if I stun it, I can get through the stupid dodge barrier, so that's Reduce armor of all enemies by 10 this turn. If not played, reduce my card draw by a lot. That's not good. So we're gonna block. We're gonna block. Block. Do those rapid strikes. He's finally in the negatives. 2 to 34. You know, if we get that in there, there we go. Oh my god, that was a thing. That was awful. Double block. One block this turn, one block next turn. Okay. Random attack. Deal 1 hit. 150% damage to a random enemy. Stun a random enemy. Reduce random enemy's armor by 50 this turn. Gain 1 energy. Offer 25% damage this turn. Like, is that permanent energy or is that just energy for 1 turn? I kind of like that double block. Not gonna lie. Ooh, more skills. Slow thinker. Whenever you play 2 or less cards in a turn, your first hit the next turn deals 400% damage. Heal 25% of your missing HP after each victorious combat. We might need to get that. First attack type card played in each combat costs 0 energy. We're going with the body, because our health took some serious issues. It's the blood altar.
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island, but they don't look like something made by the Four Dwellers either. Their origin doesn't matter much, as most of them had been damaged by bandits looking for valuables, or simply smashed by vandals who enjoyed the way they crumble into pieces. However, you can still sense a glimpse of faint power in this place, a power that calls for your blood.
Pray. Oh, we can sacrifice hit points for cash. No. No thanks. No. We barely have any cash left. Oh, and our candles rolling low. Pack of enemies. Cursed healer. Let's give this a shot. Said that we need to be looking for a blacksmith. Ooh. Enemy will spawn illusions of random enemies. Enemy will spawn illusions of random enemies. This enemy can add useless cards to your deck. Great. Great. We're gonna stun you. Because I don't need any more shenanigans. I'm just gonna throw down the small strikes. Start charging up that ultimate. Okay, he's only got 1 health though, so it's not the worst. What do we got? Gain 50%. If not played, gain 10 armor. I will take the armor. I'm gonna get rid of you. I'm gonna use our double block. And we're gonna get more block. Because we have very limited hit points. We're already blocking this turn, so that's nice. What are you doing? Just to summon an ally. You know what, let's do the rapid attacks first. Let's just get rid of that. There's that double block again, which is nice. Throw down the small strike, see if we can get the yes. Excellent. So we got what? Okay, 1 block next turn. We're blocking 1 this round. We need to do 1 more block. Which is that gonna be? That's possible to drop in. Oh, close, but we can get him next turn, that's fine. Small strikes. Alright, small strikes do work. Do work. Okay, let's finish off you. Let's block. Alright. Deal one hurt, if not gain 25% damage. That's pretty nice. Need some blocks, so block. Block. And let's just put down some damage. Hopefully those disturbances don't cause too much more disturbances. Let's do that double block. Do the small strikes. Do the overhead swing. Not vulnerable yet though. We got the smalls, we got the rabbit strikes. I was gonna say one of those has to hit that one guy. Is that enough? Oh, that's way more than enough. Oh, that's enough. Boom. Drop you. And get one attack in to get you the vulnerable. That ought to be enough to drop you. There we go. Okay, we handled that one a little better. That should have given us a bunch of health back, right? Yes, 42 health. Oh, now we're talking.
Someone screaming nearby.
Godless healing! Godless healing!
Intrigued, you approach the source of the sound. It turns out to be a joyful man advertising his merchandise to the nearest trees.
Selling to the trees,
Said
not
you
bad.
need an all-mother or a stag father to have a blessing of health. Let's not dwell on them anymore. It's all about potions and elixirs and other trinkets infused with proper...
His monologue goes on. You can see tiny horns growing from his skull. His mind clearly isn't quite right either. Maybe disrespecting the gods wasn't such a great idea after all.
Shop. Healing potion. Maybe the stag father will help. Or maybe he'll just die. You know, that sounds hilariously amazing. But we are going to take a healing potion. Don't see any blacksmith yet. Pack of enemies. Looks like some weird infected pigs. Infected again. What are you? Shaman. This enemy will spawn totems to buff its allies with various effects. I don't like that. This enemy redirects damage from all its allies to itself. Of course. Reduce damage of all allies. Increase random cards. Cost by 1. Let's do the rapid attacks. Should have dropped his armor, but apparently not. Block. 14 to 21. Not enough. Do a healing. Let's get that double block in there. Oh, of course, I forgot. It redirects everything over there. Let's get that block. Let's get that overhead swing. Let's get that. One block. One more block. And you know what? We'll do the broad reach for next turn. Throw down the double block. We're gonna throw down the small strikes. Send them all to him. Get in an overhead swing. 42 to 63. We're getting close. We're getting close. Aura protection. For every living ally, he gets plus 10 armor, minus 10%. Oh, good God, with this healing. Yeah, we'll get rid of some of their armor for the turn. Oh, man. Attack. Attack. I need to just take the damage because I need to get rid of this stupid pack mule or else it's just never going to be able to do anything. Good lord, this game, it's got some punishing play to it. That overhead smash, get double block, target block. Man, I have to be able to do like 120 in a single turn. Overhead swing, 115. So we get that in. That ought to be enough, right? Oh, come on. Don't low roll me. There we go. Put on some small strikes. Ooh. So I guess at this point, we're just gonna go for a single hit kill on that guy too. Should have done the double block. But I'm dumb and didn't see it. Small strikes. Silence, all healing disabled. Interesting. Why is it silenced? Tainted force, create a barrier. Throw down the block. Throw down. I got that double block for a reason, and I'm not using it appropriately. Overhead swing. Overhead swing. Small strikes. Alright. What do you do? Here's the armor of all enemies at the start of each turn. Oof. All I need to do is be able to block one thing. Attack. Attack. And bam. Okay, there we go. That was obnoxious, but prevailed. Let's get that burn level up. Elderly archer.
You find an elderly archer sitting near a small fire. He tends the flames with care and tenderness.
Oh, a visitor. I haven't seen a friendly human face for a long time. It's getting lonely out here.
With a gesture, he invites you to sit with him.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Who are
The
you?
question shouldn't be who I am, my friend. The question should be who I was. Because right now, I'd say I'm pretty much nobody.
Well then, what do you
Not
do here?
much. I tend to the fire and watch over this place.
You had monsters
Since
right in
I
front of you.
failed to fulfill my task. I need to sit here and watch the fire. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm certain something terrible will happen if I stop.
You failed to fulfill your
Well,
task.
that's definitely a story for another time. But I do appreciate you asking.
Sit by the fire.
As you sit by the archer, you notice that this fire doesn't behave like a regular fire. It has the power to push weirdness away, just like a menhir or a weird candle. Moreover, you suddenly notice that the man's legs are rooted into the ground with blue veins. The veins stretch from his feet into the fire pit.
Doesn't
You
sound
form
good.
a question in your mind, but when you look into the man's eyes, you realize there's no point in asking it. His gaze is absent, and his movements are barely noticeable. You decide to leave it for another time and turn your eyes towards the fire. The flames flicker with a weird, magical rhythm.
New quest. Wish to forget. Lose 10% HP. Remove a card from your deck. Wish for experience. Gain a level. Gain a random legendary card. You know, I'll lose 5 health for a legendary card. Create 100 barrier. Actions that can be targeted. What's the charges though? Cool. Alright, well, oh, that might be where the blacksmith is, but we'll have to go explore that in the next adventure. I see you all again then. Bye for now.